Hey guys, what's up? Two Wheel Turbine. Today we're going to be talking about KTM's future release of the 1390 Super Duke R. Right now we're on the 2020 3rd gen 1290 Super Duke R, and man, when I heard this news I was like, what? Man, people are crazy, because these 1290s, if you've ever ridden one, they already have crazy torque, crazy power, and I've never been in a situation where I'm like, you know what, I wish this engine had more displacement. But I guess that's how the 1290 came to be, starting off with, you know, the 990 Super Duke and working its way up to the 1290, and in the future this 1390, who knows, maybe 1490. But will I be selling this 1290 to go get a 1390 whenever that releases? Well, whenever I was in Austria, I was talking to some of the guys where the headquarters of KTM are, and I'm gonna try to pass this guy. That passing power, and they were saying that the 1390 may have additional power, but the main reason is the emissions continue to get stricter and stricter, so these manufacturers are having to go up in displacement to kind of combat the more restrictive emissions. So although it's going to have, you know, an extra 100 cc's, the truth is the power difference shouldn't be crazy. I'm sure it will be crazy though once you do mods, because the emissions are going to restrict it so much. So whenever you do full exhaust, like intake tune, I'm sure that 1390 is going to have like near 200 wheel horsepower. I'm sure if it's that big of a motor, I bet you it's gonna be possible with all those emissions removed. But for me as a rider, you know, just giving you guys a quick example, I mean that's only like 70% throttle, and the bike is, you know, this is miles per hour, by the way, if you're watching overseas. I mean, that was, you know, it'll do 160 kilometers an hour in no time, you know, 100 miles an hour, and literally snap your fingers if you want it to. There's very rarely where I'm just going 100% throttle, because you just don't need to. Just a little bit of throttle, and these bikes, they just go. So the 1390 is going to be awesome. It's so cool to see manufacturers push forward. It's like when the Hellcat was released and it had 707 horsepower, everyone lost their minds, and now you see cars all the time coming out with more horsepower than that. So I think it's good KTM continues to push the envelope and develop more powerful motors, and just instead of just staying stagnant and continually releasing the same motor, they're going after it. And I think more manufacturers will too, especially with the more restrictive emissions. But at this time, I don't picture myself selling the 1290. I still really love this bike, and I don't know, like I don't really have a desire to get a Tuono V4 or Ducati Street Fighter V4. I really just like the nature of this bike. It's really, I don't know, it's more playable, I feel like, than those bikes, because those bikes are more based off of a super sport, where this is just super naked from the ground up, and it really plays like one whenever you go to ride it. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see that 1390 release. I think there's some spy photos already for that bike, but right now, having some fun with the 1290. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is it worth it to upgrade to the 1390? It's kind of like talking about iPhones, going from the 14 to the 15. I don't think the differences are going to be crazy, just because emissions are so strict. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the 1390, and should KTM continue to just go up and up in displacement, chase those power numbers, or maybe find a nice middle ground? Let me know in the comments below, and catch you guys on the next video. See ya.